The video series making a rain tank from pieces of trampoline and poles, other scrounged items. Total cost I think will be just the liner. I'm using curbing that's cut out from new houses being built. You could use stone or whatever you could find, bricks. So here's the first question. Should I follow the perimeter of the tank or should I extend it out extra? And should I make it square or circular? I'm thinking I might follow the terrain slope to make it easy to level these blocks out so it looks nice. Another question. I'm going to drill trampoline poles into the ground with a hammer drill. You could use T-posts, possibly. However, I think that would be easier. I don't know if they would bend under the water pressure. Maybe not if the tank is perfectly level, which it will be when I'm done, since the T-posts on each end will want to bend out, but they'll be countered by fencing and the water pressure equally on each side. What I'm planning to do is line the bottom with this very tough cattle panel or pig panel. So scrap my neighbor has given me from his fencing project. I have a bunch of these long pieces, and I will wire them in at the bottoms using some aluminum wire or some copper wire left over from housing construction. I always ask for these materials and they're always willing to give them to me, and I finally figured out I can make a huge tank out of this. 3,000 gallons, I think it'll cost about $400, so stay tuned. And if you have any suggestions for keeping the mosquitoes out at the top, especially around the ring where the springs are usually on the trampoline, this will be flipped upside down. I'm all ears for that. That's the major question on this project right now. I'm going to level this out using blocks, put rubble in here. There's lots of rubble. I call this my terraforming project. I'm terraforming this Mars landscape into fertile ground over at my other 2.0 garden. You can see those videos. But anyway, I'm going to fill in rubble here to level it out. So it's kind of like an above ground swimming pool, but just for rainwater storage for the garden. Okay, leveling for the water tank. I'm 18 inches out of level. So I'm going to cut and fill, raise 9 inches to the top of that stone over there, and remove 9 inches here. And one thing I know I messed up on when I was younger is I used a pickaxe in this Texas limestone soil. Don't use a pickaxe. Use a rake. The rake works so much better picking up rocks, whereas you'd be busting through the rocks. This will get the rocks much better. You can use the pickaxe when you need to bust through roots. Otherwise, use both directions with the rake. Pickaxe will destroy your shoulders, your neck, your spine, and your wrists. But look at this, just a rake. Broken limestone, not talking like solid limestone, but broken stuff. Weathered limestone, the rake. And also change your position, go at it from a different angle. All right, like and subscribe. Look at this pretty cloud pattern. It's a moray. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more progress on the sub $400. Actually, it's going to be about 4,000 gallons if it's 6 feet tall. Talk to you later. Bye. Reusing some of my curbs, putting them into the more fixed position of the tank. I can always get more and put these back where I need them. I'm borrowing them for now. I like putting the flat side on the outside. It looks better. And you can always walk them. I'm doing this with one hand, so where there's a will, there's a way. Here is how I leveled. I used a long piece of metal. It's called unistrut. It comes in 20-foot lengths. And I level it across the diameter, and then I use a shorter pipe midway to level across to the sides. And this is just to get a slope going so I can know where to put all the rubble from the uphill side to go to the downhill side. If you would like to see updates, please like and subscribe. It motivates me and gets you notification when I'm adding more to the rain tank. See you later.